So after a complete week of stress and headaches, and going through 3 different kinds of overflow box designs, I finally found the one that works for me. As you can see, the layout is the one that you could find online using the large and small specimen containers. Holes drilled at water level. 2 tubes to increase flow to the drain. Here's the drain. My bulkhead goes down the tube to the first ball valve, and it goes into my sump. Okay. First container is for my protein skimmer. Second container is for my refrigium. The refrigium hits the bubble trap, goes down through the space at the bottom, comes back up into the last section, which contains my return pump, and it goes down. Here's my other ball valve, goes back up the tube to the return. Now I drilled a hole on top right here. There you can see it, and that is to break the siphon to prevent flooding if I lose a siphon in here. Okay, which I highly doubt I'll lose because I put the tubes fairly low, lower than an inch. As long as you don't break your siphon, you should be fine. And how you can start the siphon, as you can see, I didn't have the siphon holes on top for the air tubing. What you can do to start the siphon is you run an air hose through the bottom of the inlet tube, and I like to bring it about halfway, like right at the peak, and you basically suck the air out until you get just water in there. Okay, and that's how you create your siphon. Okay, so in case of a power outage, it will not flood, and I'll show you right now. Go ahead, I'll take off the power. If I could get the plug off. Okay, so the siphon will stay intact as the water level evens out, and the drain will continue to drain into the sump, which will rise the water level. Also, the return will also continue to drain into the sump, and that'll happen until everything is evened out. And as you can see, that's it. Siphon's still intact, and no flooding. So sump, win. I'll turn back on the power. Pump will pump water back into the so-called tank, and it will start the overflow. Right there. And it'll come back into the siphon and back to the drain, back to the sump. And there you have it. Finally, a working sump system. Took me long enough, but through this experience I learned quite a bit. So I'm pretty happy with the outcome. There you have it.